has a very interesting topic, a shockingly good topic considering he's from Iowa. Iowa people and Ohio people can rib on each other. It's normal. So just so you know, it's good-natured mostly. So he's got a great topic. He's come up with a fantastic concept, and you guys should all be aware of this. And Heath, are you going to talk a little bit about your family, or just get right in your presentation and what a powerhouse dog? We've known the Moultons since Julie and I got into real estate. Do you remember his dad, by the way? Yeah. From Howard Brinton days. Yeah. Yes, he was a star, wasn't he? Wasn't his dad one of the original stars? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that crazy?
It's on?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, hey, it's just so awesome to be here. It's pretty humbling, really, because I got my real estate license when I was 18 years old. My dad was Tim said, my dad was a star with Howard Brinton. My dad was the #1 agent in Iowa for many years. But my dad was old school. We went to Howard Brinton conference, and they told us that we would need a website. And my dad said, we don't need a website because people don't buy houses off the internet because you can't smell cat pee online. They're going to have to walk through the home. And then I told my dad, I said, Dad, there'll be two types of agents someday. Those that use the internet and those that don't. And those that don't will not be in the business. So we bought I helped my dad get his first website. I was 16 years old, I bought a digital camera. That was 25 years ago. They've come a long ways. I got a color printer. Growing up, I used to go to Hy-Vee, which is our grocery store, and print out 35mm photos. And I would glue them on pieces of paper, and that was our flyers for the open houses. And I said, we can't continue this. So that's how I got started. I was 16 years old, I did the open house signs. When I was 18 years old, I got my license. I got it 1 month out after I graduated from high school. I graduated from Drake University. When I was 23, I got my broker's license. We had switched from company to company. We tried to go to the RE/MAX office in Ankeny. They didn't want us. They said, your team is too big, we don't have room for you. And I find that funny, ironic now with the company that I'm with. So when I was 24 years old, I had my broker's license. My dad and I started Moulton Associates, and we grew very quickly. We had 25 agents, 25 to 30, a lot of them were brand new in the business. My dad was a superstar. When I was 24 years old, my dad started to have TIA strokes. And he went from a hero for me to very rarely coming to the office. And it was very hard. And I had to grow up really fast. And we were spending $200,000 a year on marketing. We were spending $60,000 a year on rent. I'll never forget sitting on a Maid-Rite with my dad. Maid-Rite's from Iowa. I don't know if you guys have Maid-Rites, but a little small town restaurant. My dad showed me a budget. He said, our budget this year is $1.3 million. That was our expenses. He goes, I'm projecting revenue of $1.4 million. I said, here's the deal, Dad. The right side's already fixed. The left side's a lot of work. I said, this isn't sustainable. We moved out of our office. I told the landlord that my dad signed a lease with that we were leaving. I called our advertising company and said, we're done. I'll never spend another dollar in advertising again. I knew I needed a coach. I hooked up with Tim and Julie. They were with another company at the time. And Tim and Julie ingrained in me that real estate's hard work, that I needed a daily schedule. Every morning when I went to the office, my mindset was that I was going to get a listing appointment before I ate lunch. My mindset was if I don't get listing appointments, I'm not going to eat. Because if I don't get listings, eventually my family will not eat. And that was my mindset every morning, that I was going to go out and talk to as many people as I could, and I needed to find the one person that wanted to come see me about selling their home. That was my whole mindset. And Tim and Julie were fantastic because they ingrained in me that real estate had the opportunity to, I'll never forget, Tim said, Heath, what if you had $1 million in your desk drawer and there was a lock on it? How bad would you want to open that up? I said, I want to open it really bad. He says, you know what you have to do? Just get a listing appointment every day. If you get a listing appointment every day, you're going to unlock that drawer. And to me, that was a powerful visual testimony of what real estate can bring to people. That no matter your experience, no matter where you've come from, no matter what your background, we all have the same opportunity. And there's not many jobs that says, I can go take a 60-hour class, 30 hours of post-licensing, and we have this opportunity. And that's what got me excited about it. Just a little bit about my story. My brother was 19 years old. He dropped out of community college after 6 weeks. He was my transaction coordinator. When he was 20 years old, he told me, Heath, I want to build a house. My family's background had been in new construction. We represent a lot of builders. My dad always told us, we should build our own homes, because then we wouldn't be one phone call away from being fired. We were always one phone call away from losing 40 or 50 listings. He said if we had our own builder in the family, we'd never have to worry about losing them. And my brother Josh took that to heart, and I'm thankful for that. My brother went to go get a construction loan at 20 years old in 2007. Everybody else was going down and we were going up. Lots were cheap. We couldn't have got in at a better time. He said, Heath, I was in coaching with Tim and Julie, and I was doing this thing called short sales. Who's done those? Yeah, I'm really 51 in real estate years, so that was hard work. And my brother saw me and what I was doing every day to go out and get business. My brother came to me and said, Heath, I'm building a spec house. I want you to list it. I want you to sell it. And I was super excited. And we sold the house. We built another one. We built 2 homes the first year. The second year, we built 8. To make a long story short one, in 2017, we had sold 315 homes. 315 new homes. And my team of 12 agents had sold 56% of those ourselves. So the last 4 years, we've sold 920 new homes, and our agents that sat in the houses had wrote 518 offers. Just a little bit, in the last 10 years, our company had done $1 billion in volume. And my personal production was around 400 million. And that's humbling to me. And my story really, you know, I love working with new agents. So if there's new agents in this business, this is the best business out there. I love working with new agents because their minds haven't been polluted to new ideas. Okay, I coached the last 4 Rookie of the Years in our MLS. One thing I would say, I tell people if you're getting in the business, start prospecting before you ever take your pre-license class. Start prospecting before you ever take your pre-license class. I tell them, call 50 of your friends and family. Tell them that you're thinking about getting the real estate business. Ask them what the positives and negatives of your experiences have been in working with realtors in the past. Ask them how long they live in their current home. What's their address? If you were to move, tell me your dream home. When do you think you'd want to get that dream home? And if they're thinking about moving in the next 24 months, if it was a financial benefit for you to move your timeline sooner, would you consider doing it? Ask permission. When I get my license, I'm going to give you a call. Can you be thinking the next month or two? I'm going to call you again. Can you be thinking the next month or two? Someone that I can work with when I get my license, because I'm going to need your help. So I encourage all our new agents to do that. I tell our new agents, don't set the expectation that you should wait 3 to 6 months to get a paycheck, because when you get your license, you should already have clients ready to work with. So going back to my story, you know, we were running a powerhouse new construction business. I mean, we had a foundation company, a dirt moving business. My brothers and I owned a land development company. We developed the lots. We bought the lots from ourselves. We built the house and we sold it. And the downside to that is this. I was very comfortable. I was very comfortable. I was not being pushed to expand because our business was very profitable. And to be honest with you, I got lazy. Not too many people wake up in the morning knowing they're going to have 250 listings without even trying. And I can honestly say that too, that I wasn't challenged. And because I wasn't challenged, I ultimately wasn't happy. You know, because I was most happiest when I had a challenge. I had a basketball coach tell me that getting to the top of the mountain isn't the fun part, it's the climb. We won the state tournament in 1995 at my junior year of high school. And I remember crying after the game, not because we won, because the climb was over. There's nothing else to get to. And I look back at my brothers, and we became the #1 builder in Iowa and one of the top 100 in the country. Getting to the top wasn't as much fun as I thought it would be because everyone was after us. But going up to the top, we were after everyone else, and that was a lot of fun. So for me, in July, August last year, I had started to hear rumors that my brothers were considering selling their company. You know, and if one person tells your wife's cheating on you, I'd say, forget it. But when 10 or 20 come up, I'd say, there might be something to this. In November, my brother brought me into his office, and he said, Heath, I'm going to sell the company. I'm going to sell the company to D.R. Horton. They're going to purchase us. In January, I'm going to have to let you go. My brothers and I have worked together every day the last 13 years building that company. I didn't own any of the building company. I just owned the real estate company with my brothers. And he said, we're going to have to close the real estate company. Before I left for vacation, I had signed a disillusionment of our real estate company. They made my brothers give up everything. I went from 75 listings in 12 or 14 of the best projects in Des Moines to my team not having any place to work. And that was humbling. And I had to make a decision that I could either quit and give up, or we could do something about it, you know? And I looked at this as a challenge to say, you know what, we did it with my brothers, and now we can do it with someone else. So I started thinking, the website I'm going to show you, I don't know what happened, but I'll get it up there. I started thinking about this. What's Zillow eventually want to do with our buyers? Eventually, these companies are going to start referring us back, and what are we going to have to give them? Referral fee. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And for me, the #1 thing my dad told me is that you have to have a point of difference in your business. What makes you different? When they think of you, how are you different than your competition? How can you stand out? What can you offer that's different than everyone else? Oh, okay. So, what I did is I said, hey, we're the best at selling new construction, and everyone knew it. We were kicking everyone's butt. We were kicking everyone's butt. Not everyone knew it, and people didn't like us because we knew it. We were confident. I decided I'm really good at selling new homes. I need to go talk to builders. But how was I going to get in the door? How was I going to get in the door? How was I going to convince them that I wanted to work for them and not for my brothers anymore? Because my brothers weren't paying me. So I came up with this website, newiowhomes.com. I started calling builders before I even had the website up. I said, I got this idea, I want you to be on it. I called them, I said, I want to set up an appointment, I want to talk to you about your marketing. I think I can help you out. I'm not looking for listings, but I can help you sell your homes. I started meeting with builders. I went on 25. I said, I'm going to give you a 10, 15-minute thing on what I see about your website, how your pricing, your plan to sell built-to-orders, how I think you can make it better. And I don't care if you ever list a house with me. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to be on my website. For us, how many people have an IDX website where they have all the listings in the MLS on their site? Should. We're marketing builders on our website every day. We're just marketing their listings. And what I want to do is I want to create a website that I can actually market the builders themselves. So what we did is, this is our website. Find your new home, get cash back. Basically, people come to the website, they can register. So they have to register, just like this, just like a KV Core website. They register. And when they register, we capture their information. So here's what happened. We went out, this is a slideshow. We went out, talked to the top 20, 25 builders in the area, so we want you to be on the site. We give them, let's see, I can just show you real quick. Here's what this looks like. When you click on this, it goes right to their page. It tells all about them, their story, their promise, why build with us. They can click here, view listings, and it gives all the one listing. Most of them have more. But it gives them all the listings that they currently have in inventory in one page. Most builders on their website do not have their listings on their page because they don't have an IDX feed. I sat with the third largest builder in the state named Destiny Homes. He currently has 40 specs. I went to their website. He had 8 listings on it. I said, Dan, why do I have 8 listings on your site? It's too hard to keep up. I can't input them all. I showed him, I said, here's your page, Dan. Look, I got all your listings right here. And when people come to the site, I'm going to capture their information. I'm going to tell them about you, and I'm going to bring you buyers. He said, that's a great idea. He goes, I want you to list my properties. My friend Jen, I'm back there. We just listed 2 specs, but he's putting in 244 lots, and we're going to be listing agent on those. I went to other builders. I showed them the site. They said, hey, you don't even have a website. You can have a website now. You can be online. I say, hey, what are you doing? How's your marketing going? What can we do to help you? She goes, well, you can help us sell the homes. So in the last 3 months, we've gone from the biggest builder in the state, having 75 listings to none. And through the website, we're now representing 10 builders. The reason I love working with builders is this. Yes, are we giving a 1% rebate? Yes. But when we bring the buyer to the builder and we build the house, who gets the listing? You get both sides. Let me ask you a question. Do most of the people that build a house, they have a house to sell? Am I giving a rebate on that? So someone comes to me and says, hey, I want to buy a $300,000 house. Builder pays 5, I'll take 4. That's 12. They got a $250,000 house to sell, 3%, that's $7,500. Who's going to take that deal? All day. So we have a choice. We can either come up with an idea like this, maybe sets us apart. Maybe the rebate isn't for you. But for me, it's not about giving the rebate to the buyers. It was about getting access to the builders. It's about getting access to the builders because I had to control the inventory again. I had to control the inventory again. When we control the inventory and the listings, then we can make the rules. And I think the thing about this website that's unique for me is the mindset for realtors has been, I'm only going to market the listings that I have in inventory. But in reality, we're really marketing every listing that's in MLS on our website. Is there any rules that says that I can't market a builder that I don't represent? But essentially what we created is an online magazine. Eventually we're going to have a tab up there that says developments so people can get lot information. Developments on HOA info, plat info, covenants. We're going to have drone photos and videos of different areas. So this is something that we've done. Another thing that we've done is just through this is our this kind of little video we have done that we're marketing. We'll just show it. Not very loud.
And final sale price can keep you up at night. Construction home selling team at newiowahomes.com has set up a brand new 1% buyer rebate program and website where buying your new construction dream home in Iowa just got a whole lot easier and more affordable. Right from newiowahomes.com, you can register and receive a 1% rebate along with $2,000 towards closing costs. You can utilize your 1% rebate one of 3 ways: as a check back at closing, towards upgrades on your new home, or even reduce your home's final sale price. You can even use our complimentary moving truck. If you are looking at new construction listings in Des Moines, there's really only one website that can help you save money when purchasing your new home. Let our new construction home selling team at newiowahhomes.com help you today. Newiowahhomes.com will always be your #1 choice for new construction. To make your dream home come true for you. New Iowa Homes way of serving our new construction buyers. Register at newiowahhomes.com to get your rebate certificate today.
Yeah, so that's a kind of the animation video that we're using to promote the website. Just real quick, I made a decision in January. Tim called me, and I respect Tim the most in real estate. He said, Heath, when your company sells, your agents are going to leave you. When your builder company leaves you, he goes, your independent model is not sustainable. He said, I don't have the tools. I didn't have the technology. I was on a 70-30 split with my agents, and I had agents that were doing $10 to $15 million a year in production. He goes, they're going to go to a higher paying model. As much as they love you, they'll leave you. Tim, I realized that I did not have a sellable business. Because if I sold the company and I left, everyone's going to leave with me. Everyone's going to leave with me. Tim said, Heath, you need to look at EXP. I looked at the model, I said, I can only make $2,800 off these agents, this will never work. I had some agents I was making $50,000, $60,000. He said, Tim, Heath, you need to look at the big picture. You look at the big picture. You can not only help the people now in your town, you can help people all over the country. He says you have to expand your horizon. I got to thinking, I did not want to follow in the footsteps of my dad. My dad was a star, and he was my hero. But this is my dad. My dad had helped a lot of people sell real estate. He trained a lot of people. Probably over 20 still in our market. He got them in the business. Last April, my mom called me, said, we're taking Dad to the hospital. And my dad had a massive stroke. And my dad will never walk again. And when my dad can't sell real estate anymore, he can't make any more money. His last sale was his last check. And I was following in his footsteps. That when I sold my last deal, I'd be done as well. And I didn't want my kids to follow in my footsteps with the same mistake. The reason I was excited about EXP, it's the only model I've seen in real estate that gives agents the ability to earn referral revenue after they leave the business. It allows us to help people beyond our marketplace. And it will reward us for the work that we put into those people for the years after we leave the business. Agents, I knew was the best model for us. I took our top 5 or 6 agents, I said, look at every company. Sorry, let me put this back up. I told our agents, I said, my top 5 or 6 agents, I want you to look at every company out there because we're going to do, I'm done with the independent model. I looked at Keller Williams, I looked at every company. I met with Keller Williams 3 times, nothing against the people in Keller Williams. The market leader, the president of Keller Williams in our area, I asked her 3 different meetings, what's the profit of your company? I need to know what my profit sharing would be if I brought 20 agents over. Guess what the profit was? 0. We need you, Heath. We need your agents so we can be profitable. Said, but you're building a brand new building. Said, why we need it? Said, what's that going to do to the profit? You have no profit, you're building a brand new building. Said, you need me just so you can still remain not profitable at 0, because you're going to go negative. The reason I was excited about EXP is it gives us the ability to reduce our expenses It gives us the ability to work with others. It gives us the ability to, my agents loved it because I want to work with my agents to see them succeed, because my agents now have the same ability to earn that revenue as I do. So a powerful thing for me was I could have sold, if I sold my company for $2 million after I paid taxes, I'd have $1.2 million. Sounds like a lot. You invested at 6%, how much do you have? $72,000 a year. But the way I like to spend money, it was not enough. But I also realized this, I couldn't sell my company for $2 million. So I made a choice. What's easier, selling my company for $2 million? We're trying to find 5 people that could also help 5 people. So that's the decision we made, and that's why we went to EXP. So we're super excited to be here, super excited to partner with Tim and Julie, guys like Sean Kokoska. These are the studs of the business. Sean Kokoska was, I like had a man crush on this guy from like 23 to 26. And this guy like came to a buyer conference, and I didn't know what I even needed to be good at in real estate. But when he started talking, I said, that's what I need to do. So I think you guys should be, it's a blessing to be here. Super thankful. If any of you have questions about our website, about how we went about it, I'd love to help answer your questions.
Heath, so we talked prior that you were interested in expanding the concept of the website you created to other agents that are interested in emulating it. Are you formally ready to talk about that? I know you're jet lagged, bro. I got a serious can of coffee.
Yeah, I would love to. I think for me, the website was an open door to the builders. It was a point of difference. It was a point of difference to say, you know what, I don't need your listings, but I'm going to market the hell out of you. I'm going to put you on my Facebook page. I'm not going to like solicit your listing, I just want to market you. Because guess what? When people search Destiny Homes, Classic Builders, D.R. Horton, who's on their site? Me. See, we're marketing the builders already through the listings. We just need to market themselves. And if you go with that mindset of, I want to help you, I don't expect anything in return, guess what people are inclined to do? Help you. And so, yeah, I'd be more than happy to sit down and help anyone with that. My friend Ryan, my friend Jen, who came with me, her husband built the site. He's not a professional programmer, he's got a regular job. So I see this site really as being able to, I would like to take it to other markets. And I would like to coach other people to say, here's how you can build a new construction business. This is a tool to get you in the door. This is something that you can do to market yourself and your company. And builders will want to work with you. I love builders because, listen, I honestly could never have done 5,000 deals working with 5,000 different sellers. It would wear me out. The reason I love builders is this. One phone call, 20 listings. And guess what they keep doing? They keep building, they keep listing. And if you're, the traditional way of selling real estate, someone walks in an open house, I don't like the carpet, what do? Go buy something else. A new construction, I don't like the cabinets, we'll just build one right here. You can pick it all out. You know, so that's why we love new construction. Tim, go ahead.
Well, so with regards, you actually see this as a huge opportunity to the point where the sort of the Moulton Associates, the brand and the brokerage, you actually switched the name to the new Iowa.
No, we didn't switch the brand. This is the name of the website.
Okay.
So we're branding ourselves within a team in the EXP as New Iowa Homes team. So it'd just be like, you know, the Heath Moulton team or the Tim Harris team within EXP. We're just branding, really, we're the MRG group brokered by EXP. That's the name of our company. The website is its own brand within our company.
Okay, excellent. So we do have some time for some questions, and after that, we're gonna have a little break, so that some of you guys are looking like you need a little break. And then Chris Heller and I are going to be on stage. I'm gonna do an interview with Chris, and then we're gonna have lunch. So that's what's happening in the next hour or so. So
Jim,
there's not too many questions.
I'm from suburban walk-thru, and I tried to approach my MLS like this. I was going to use someone's abilities to set it up. I went to them specifically requesting information about the IBXC. They actually said that in my MLS, they'll only set something up with a broker with 5 people under them. I'm wondering if to. I'm wondering if you have any suggestions or strategies, some way I can try to work with them, education.
Do you have a website right now?
I have a domain and everything's set up on the back end. I want to roll it out. I've just been doing this since this past
Do you have
summer.
is your website an IDX website?
That's the part I want to incorporate into it, the IDX feed. The platform's there. I can put it, but my MLS it's not happening.
Do you have you talked to the people at Conversion or KP Core?
No, and I just literally joined EXP this past Thursday. So.
I would talk to them.
Did you ended up connecting with, what's his name, Jason?
Not yet.
Okay, got it.
So yeah. Any other questions?
Any other questions for Heath? That is an enormous opportunity for all of you. Yes, Rick in the back.
Sorry,
Mr.
I'll use my
Cameraman.
stage. So in Denver, we have probably two unique challenges. One is the MLS is actually very sophisticated and offers a new build website to every agent in the MLS. So they already have that. And the second is we have like 3 or 4 dominant players that do like 400 or 500 homes a year. Harder to kind of find the mid-sized builders. Who would you go after, and what's the unique value proposition?
Go after the mid-sized builders. Go after the people that want to grow. I found that the big builders, they probably have it all figured out. Go after the people that are like 5 to 10 homes. The people that are smaller builders, if you can get a bigger builder on the site, it will attract people. But the people that love this site are the people that are trying to go from 10 to 20 homes. The people that are trying to go from 20 to 40 homes because, and they appreciate that you're trying to help grow their business. If you bring a big builder a deal, that only increases their profit maybe 1%. You take a guy that's doing 10 to 15 homes, you bring him 2 or 3 deals, you're paying for a lot of his employees. It's a big deal.
So just for clarification, like in our MLS, quite often a builder will list like 1 home just to kind of get it out there and then bring it in. Everybody's talking about IDX feeds. It looks like you're going to them, listing all of their inventory for them so that it's a resource outside of what otherwise people would be able to gain access to.
All these properties are already listed in our MLS.
Well, they are.
They're listed with agents. We're taking an IDX feed from our MLS. So that's what it is. It's an IDX feed from our MLS. So basically, yeah. See, if we go to, let me show you real quick. You have to find people smarter than me. But do you guys use, let's see.
Heath, you can just say the URL. They can look it up later.
Go to classicbuildersiowa.com, classicbuildersiowa.com. That was the website we built for my brother, classicbuildersiowa.com. We have an IDX feed on the website. See, here's the thing. You have to find people that know how to work with your MLS to get access to the IDX feed. So you join EXP, you get a KV Core website. On the KV Core website, what does it have? It's an IDX feed, okay? They figured it out. All we're doing is we're taking IDX feed, but we're only, in the IDX feed code, we're only searching for properties listed as new construction. So we're filtering out all the resales. So in the code, we're only searching for new construction. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to talk to your MLS, say, hey, I want to build a website and I want to take an IDX feed. Get someone that knows what they're doing, and they can figure it out. But in our market, everyone lists every property. Okay, and see, I'm not really soliciting listings because I already have their listings on my site. I'm just putting them on a second site. Okay.
By the way, great job. I mean, you're adding so much value to all these people. My question is, how are you promoting the site? How are you getting more and more visitors there? What are you doing?
We just launched it, Sean.
Okay.
It was, about January I had the idea. And it took a lot of time. I had to go out and talk to a lot of builders. We had to do profiles, get photos, get logos, a lot of stuff. One thing is we're promoting the heck out of the animation video on Facebook. My vision for this is that we're sitting there on Facebook with big cardboard checks back to the buyer for $3,500. And then we're gonna ask those people to share it. I guarantee you, as much as you value as you think you have, if my buyer gets $3,500 back at closing and your buyer doesn't, who's going to win the buyer? I am. And I already have two lenders, that anybody through the site gets $2,000 in closing cost credit. I mean, the vision for the site is really that, hey, you want to get irrigation, go to this company, it's $500 off. You want window treatments, it's $500 off. So we want to offer a concierge package for anyone that comes to the site, that they get access to that. But Facebook would be one, that'd be a big one. Two, we're asking the builders to share our page on Facebook, that they can get a 1% rebate through our site. And eventually what we're going to do starting next week is we're going to do one-on-one interviews with builders and walkthroughs of their homes. And I don't care if I don't have their houses listed. I'm just going to market them. No, I'm going to tell them I don't want your listing, but I want to do a video walkthrough promoting their listing. And then I want to have that builder say, hey, we're going to say right for that builder next to me, hey, if you'd like a 1% rebate on this home, go to newiowahomes.com, register for your rebate, and buy this home, you get $3,000 cash back.
And Heath, I assume in your marketplace, probably what, 50-60% of these people's houses have houses to sell? Yes, so that's the end game basically, is you're gonna get the listings in the back end.
Get the
You guys
listings in the back
understanding
end.
this? This is basically like the ultimate badass lead capture website.
Yeah, so like I said, if Zillow calls you today, says I have a buyer for 33% referral, what do you say?
Oh, come on, most of you probably
What
think
if they have
about
a
it.
$250 house to list on the backside, no referral?
Yep.
What if they have a house to list and there's no referral? Here's the thing. You go out and buy it. You sell someone a $300,000 house. How long does it take you? To find them a $300,000 house? Yeah. Day or two? Yeah. Really? How long does it take you to find a house for a buyer? Could it be a couple hours? Could it be a couple days? Listen, so this 3 months is too long, okay? If you can help find a buyer in a house, Sean, how many houses should a buyer have to look at before they buy a home? How long should that take you? A couple hours. Is $6,000 worth it to you for a couple hours? 100%. What if they have a house to sell? That's even better. It's a good start. Here's the thing. We can start to create leads like this ourselves, but these leads create other leads. And listen, I'm not after the buyers on the site. Because ultimately, what do you need in real estate to win? Listings. This site is an inroad to get in the door at builders, to give them value. To say, I want to help market you, and I don't care about your listings. And I want to bring you buyers. Because when you start to bring a builder listings and our buyers, what do they want to give you? Listings. We need an open door. We need a reason to go talk to them. Listen, none of you would have the track record of selling new construction. I would. I'm not saying that pridefully. I've sold over 1,500 new homes. None of you have a good enough track record to walk into a builder and say, hey, let's list your house with me. Why am I special? We need something to set ourselves apart. We need that point of difference. And so that's what we try to create. My goal in this is this. I am extremely driven to show my brothers that it wasn't all that. That, we used to argue it's the chicken or the egg. So my goal is this. I have lost 75 listings at the beginning of the year. I want to end the year with 75 listings. Okay? And I think, real quick, you have to have a vision of where you want to get to. You have to have a vision of where you want to get to. You need to write out the steps it's going to take to get there. And you have to see that goal every day. And your whole mindset has to be to obtain that goal. So, my goals right now are two things. One, it's to attract people to EXP, because I think it's the best model that's out there. Two, it's to go out and attract builders to my company so that my agents can go back to doing what they do best. Tim? I gotta go take a nap.
Yes.
Thanks, Tommy.